So it's the new year and you might be thinking about starting a new project, starting a new business, refreshing your current branding, and you want a new logo. Now, a lot of things I see out there about logo trends usually are more aimed at logos for big businesses, those big companies. And I've noticed that the trends for logos with small businesses, in particular creative businesses, is a little bit different. So today I wanted to talk to you about the trends for logos in 2019. Now, a little disclaimer, when it comes to trends, don't get too caught up in them. It's important that with your branding that you start from what you want to communicate. You need to be sure that you're thinking about the message and the story and the whole meaning behind your branding, and that your logo communicates that, and that you're not just getting caught up in trends. But trends can still be handy. Trends can help you make sure that you're creating something that really appeals to people, but you also want to be considering how you can keep it timeless. So a lot of these trends I'm going to talk about today are kinds of trends that can last you a long time. They're not super fleeting things. And if you're just working on a special project, part of your branding that's just an offshoot thing, these can be really fun things to play with. The things that will make it look very now and really exciting because it's new and it's fresh and it's what people are really into right now. So this could be things like a new line of products, a special course or program, or a special offering, or some, silent little project, a workshop, anything where you're going to need a logo that isn't your main primary logo. This is a great opportunity to play with what's trendy right now with logos. So let's dive in and look at the logo trends for small creative businesses for 2019. Now, first of all, the thing that I think is sort of the overall encompassing trend at the moment when it comes to logo design is this real Art Deco feel. Something that really feels like it's coming from the 1920s. It's very elegant and opulent and minimalist and simple. Very elegant, beautiful feeling to it, and that is showing up in a variety of different design ways. So let's have a look at some of those ways. So first of all, very thin, delicate serif fonts. So if you don't know what a serif font is the ones where it's got the little serifs at the end rather than it being flat at the end. And these particular serifs are very thin and often a little bit taller, and there's just this real elegance about them. So look at these examples. See how they're very elegant and quite minimal and simple. And then the next one is sort of hiked up letters. So you'll see, like for example, if logo is one word, maybe one or two of the letters are sort of jumping up and smaller in that word. Those particular letters is jumping up. Sometimes people are putting little dots or lines under those letters as well. So have a look at these examples to see what I mean. Then another big trend is hidden letters, or parts of the letter form is hidden. So it's sort of disappearing letters. The idea is making it really minimal. You're not seeing that whole entire letter, but it's hinting towards it just enough so that you still know what it is, and parts of it are disappearing. This has a really beautiful minimalist look to it. Another kind of font that I'm noticing very popular in logos at the moment is very rounded fonts that then sort of bleed in the corners. So they have this feeling like they've been a stamp. So it's just bled a bit. They've not got these nice sharp edges at all. It's all very, very round, and the corners sort of bleed out a bit. So it's very much a stamp feeling, but not any old stamp. They're very rounded font stamps. So look at these examples and you'll see what I mean. And then we had the letters that were disappearing, but there's also letters that are merging. So things that are sort of overlapping and coming together to create different shapes. Because another trend is shapes. There's a lot of shape usage at the moment. A lot of real simple, beautiful geometry, simple shapes. Basically, there's a big trend towards simplicity and elegance at the moment. Another popular look is letter stacking. So this is where, rather than doing a word that's just one line across, you're stacking letters. So it could be 3 lines, 2 lines. It could be a bit jumbled up. Basically, the letters are not just a single word, but rather they're stacking or jumbled. And finally, let's talk about the colours that are trendy in logos at the moment. So going back to the elegance and the Art Deco feel, the colours that are complementing these kind of logos seem to be very warm and neutral tones. So think pinky reds and really warm oranges, a lot of neutrals, creamy colours, browns, greys, and also deep rich greens. So there's a lot of warmth there and a lot that's pulling from that Art Deco feeling. And things like gold also is very popular at the moment. So I hope you feel inspired by the logo trends of 2019 for creative small businesses. And if you've noticed, it's all about simplicity, minimalism, delicate, opulent, Art Deco-y feeling type styles. So even if you don't draw from these particular trends, start thinking about people at the moment are very much drawn to things that feel very elegant and simple. So if that suits your brand, working that feeling of simplicity and elegance into your branding will really make it feel now and relevant. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite trend, and do you think you'll be using any of them in your own logo or in a special project logo you're working on this year? So if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about branding and design, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.